Hey guys, what is up? It is your friendly neighborhood Woogus here. See, I almost properly enunciated it. Back again with another Isaac breaking run. This time we're starting with Libra. This item is awesome. It's not the best item ever, but it's awesome, so I like it. And we're gonna roll with it. Gives us 6 of every consumable at the beginning of the run, which is awesome. That is one of my more liked aspects of the item. It is the fact that you get a bunch of consumables to begin the run. It's very, very nice, I will say. Just having the additional, like, you know, 6 bombs, 6 keys. It means you can't get screwed by luck. Like RNG type luck, not like, you know, luck stat luck or anything. Well, I guess it kind of is also partially the luck stat. That is kind of what the luck stat can affect this one. You know. Whatever. Blow you up. Okay. Beep. Larry Jr., sure. Should be easy enough. So, of course, the biggest aspect of Libra that most people talk about, which is fair because it's fairly important, is the fact that it essentially balances out your stats, you know, constantly. So, sorry, I have apparently something in my throat. It's a dick. But yeah, so it continually balances your stats for the entirety of the run, which can be good, can be bad. Pentagram isn't bad. It does give us some stats. The issue is that it's damage, and damage is the lowest weighted. What the fuck? All right, it's the lowest weighted stat with Libra, which makes sense because it's the one with just the highest numbers, right? If you look at speed caps at 2, for example, while damage has no cap. So it makes perfect sense that it's going to be weighted the lowest. Not to mention most damage ups are, you know, like 1 damage up, right? Oh my god, please. Just want spirit hearts. While most speed ups are like, you know, I'm just using speed as an example because that's an easy number to know the cap of. But yeah, most speed ups, for example, give you like, I mean, I think the highest is Roid Rage, which I don't know the exact numbers, but it feels like it's like 1 speed. That's like the highest speed up, I think. Obviously, I might just be pulling this out of my asshole. All of this, but on the chance that I'm not, you know, whatever. It is true that damage is weighted the lowest, which makes sense. So, basically, I'm aiming for non-damage ups over damage ups in most cases, because a lot of cases, a non-damage up will give me more damage up overall than a damage up would. Alright, we're gonna throw some keys at these doors. I'm gonna hope for a battery first. I mean, let's check out these first. One of these is like a library or something, maybe, like a 2-key library. That's a forget-me-not. That seems like a good thing to know about. We could easily just redo this floor, which would be pretty good. Pandora's box is an interesting notion. On basement 2, I think it gives a bunch of consumables? Yeah. That's fine. Kind of paid for our ticket in there. I guess I could have used bombs. If this is, in fact, yeah, it is. So, I fucked up there. I could have saved some keys, but that's okay. Sorry, I can't get the dick out of my mouth. So, I'm taking this, taking that, and we're out. Blank card is an interesting idea, but it's a lot more interesting on paper than in practice, so I'm basically not gonna buy it, unless we somehow miraculously find a Jera rune when there's, you know, no more rooms that could drop a Jera rune. You never know, man. It could happen. Obviously, blank card Jera is pretty bonkers, so, you know, if it did find a way into being, then I would fucking drop everything and take it. So, I bought the battery, and then I immediately came to the boss room. Why do you ask? Or why you ask, I guess. Yeah, range ups are actually pretty good. Is because I knew we had to deal with the devil. Because I didn't take red heart damage, and everything's good. So, obviously I'm going to take both of these. Because that's 2 guppy items, and I think I am going to reroll this one. And I'm glad I did. Ceremonial Robes is pretty sweet. The damage up obviously isn't exactly the most relevant right now, but that's okay. We're going to find our Super Secret Room, hopefully. Okay, that's interesting. That means it's likely in this location here. That means it's definitely in this location here. I'll play you a little bit. Alright, I'll play you once, that is. Crystal Ball, give me Chariot. That could have been my opportunity to get the Jera. Never know, man. You never know. So, these things are... Oh, yes. These things are finicky as fuck. I'm gonna try my best not to actually get the Forget Me Now that I have the battery charge. Now I'm gonna head back over here. And I'm gonna re-roll this. Common Cold is pretty good. As I've talked about in my Infinity Libra runs before, you do want things that affect your tiers outside of explicitly, like, stats. Because they're innately good, right? Like, they can't necessarily be bad unless it's, you know, an inherently bad upgrade, which there aren't many of. Things that passively affect your tiers without touching your stats that are bad. Okay, you can stop spawning those guys any day now. Any day now. Alright. That is Bob's Rotten Head. Let's move along. Nice, we are one-shotting red flies. You know, you have to remember, we're also doing Basement 2 again right now. Because we have the 5 room. So what's interesting is that Forget Me Now effects, I was about to exactly say this, Forget Me Now effects will repeat things, aspects, like certain things are like seated, right, but it just kind of like jumbles it a little bit. So obviously this room we had in the last floor, like, you know, kind of in this location, and the tinted rock, the bomb drop at the end of the room, the tinted rock dropping 3 bombs, like a lot of it is just repeated, which is very bizarre. It's a very, 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 very cool situation. And that's not just coincidence, by the way. That's not just me, like, talking out of my ass off of coincidence. I've messed around with Forget Me Now effects quite a bit in this game. And in all cases, I've pretty much come across the exact same thing. Or just jumble shit randomly. Okay, so this is an interesting situation. I think normally I would take the habit, but in this case I'm just going to take the compass. Reminder that, you know, it's free. So Whipworm is pretty sweet, and we have Monstro again, of course. This is a Champion Monstro, though, because Champion, although seeded, is not... It's similar to the way that the Krampus drop works. In that it is seeded. However, it's less, you know, it's not 100% chance or whatever, and it kind of, you know, through repetition, you'll yield different results, basically. Caffeine Pill's pretty good, I think, actually. Not incredible. The Tears Down actually hurts quite a bit. But the Caffeine Pill is a speed up, so that kind of makes up for that Tears Down we got. I'm actually not sure how the math works out there. But yeah, see, another repeated room. Not quite in a similar location, I'll give you that. You know. So Taurus is interesting with Libra. And why it's interesting is pretty cool. So the way that it breaks down is that Taurus is a speed down. Alright, now that I have so much cash, I might actually just fucking... Oh my god, that's so good. I might just spend it. And the habit. But it's a speed down. And what it ends up doing is, okay, good to know about. You know, as you move through a room, it will slowly give you speed. I could actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this reroll back over here. This might be greedy, but I'm okay with it, I think. Ouija board is pretty sweet. So, yeah, it steadily increases your speed over the room until you get to 2 speed, at which point it caps out, and you get the game kit effect. What's interesting is that Libra constantly tries to rebalance your stats. Taurus adds stats leading up to the 2 speed, basically. It's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever heard, oh god, what's the name of it? There's some paradox that's like not really a paradox because it's like pretty easily explainable, but it's the idea that it's probably the best way to describe it is basically take your hands, right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut the distance between your 2 hands halfway. Aries is fine. Speed up. You're gonna cut the distance halfway between your hands, right? You're gonna make them approach half the distance that's currently between them every second, let's say. Do your hands ever touch? That's the idea. And they do. They do touch. That's part of the mathematical proof. It has to do with the fact that I mean, like, there's literally just ways that you can math it out that it 100% just even looks good. Like, if you set up an equation and multiply, like, both sides times 2 or whatever, like, it works out. I'm not going to explain it because I'm, you know, I don't remember all of the workings offhand, but, you know. Basically, what ends up happening is that you do, in fact, reach, your hands do reach, right? They do. And it turns out that that also works with the idea of, what is it, if you add 1 plus a half plus a quarter plus an eighth plus 1/16, etc., you will find the answer is 2. Not, you know, something absurdly small distance away from 2. It is equal to 2. So that's kind of how Taurus works. Is that you're adding those up, and honestly, like, it works super well with the adding the fractions, because when you add the fractions, you get to 2. When you're adding speed, you get to 2. And that's how Taurus works. But what's interesting is that if you take that and then you redistribute it constantly, then you actually will never reach 2. And that's kind of what happens with Taurus, is unless your stats math out to make your speed 2, like by default, unless that happens, then you actually just keep building stats in the room. Sure, they get incredibly small as you continue on. Like right now, I'm not going to gain a lot more damage because I'm fairly red, but I am still building some amount of stats constantly. This is incredible. And that's kind of the way it works out. And it's cool. It's cool stuff. Secret room could not be here. Where's the secret room? I think I know where it is. It could be there, according to that room. How about according to this room? It can. So this should be it. This seems like the only location. No! Yes. Yeah, so that's kind of the way that it breaks down. Sorry if I went about that in a very bizarre manner, but I feel like it was necessary to fully describe what I was trying to describe. I mean, it wasn't necessary. I felt it would have helped, though. Obviously, if I'm just like, duh, you build stats, then, like, people probably would understand what I'm saying, but, you know, Might as well talk about the actual math behind it when you have the opportunity to. Some people hate math. I get it. Okay, this almost assuredly should be our super secret room. It is not. Okay. Which is bizarre to me. Because normally if it's a fully empty room that's a dead end, then I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much always the thing, but apparently it wasn't the thing this time. It's fine. We have plenty of bombs. I'm not upset about losing some bombs, you know, testing some location for a super secret room. Speaking of, I will be looking for it closer to our boss, I think, is generally... Okay, so it's not in this room. So let's try it in this location. This seems like the most likely. It's not there, so let's check. In this room, I believe this is the last location it can be. Yep. That is very nice, actually. Alright, so this run's pretty sweet. We have a pretty good build. We are 2 parts guppy as well, which is awesome. And, I mean, I'm just happy with it. Curse of the Blind is not what I'm happy about, though. In fact, I'm upset about that. Curse of the Blind is one of the most infuriating things in the game. It's so frustrating because, like, there could be, like, a skill testing curse similar to Curse of the Blind, but they're just like, just, you know, make it so you can't see the items. I don't know. I find it just infuriatingly, like, poorly designed. I've ranted about it before, so I'm not... I'll save you the rant, but it frustrates me, and I think it pretty much is just a perfect example of poor game design, but whatever. Hey, let's do it. Scorpio. Well, that sort of blanks common cold, but it is better, so. If you don't know why Scorpio is better than common cold, it's because they're literally the exact same thing, except for the fact that common cold happens on a luck basis, while Scorpio happens constantly. I guess I should go to my boss, actually, instead of to the shop. Nice. Empty room means I didn't waste too much in the way of my D6 charges. It's not like it'll matter. I'll be taking, you know, whatever fucking devil deal shows up. And you might be wondering, like, oh, if it's not luck-based, then why are the enemies sometimes not getting poisoned? Or, come on, dude. Wooden spoon, that's fine. Why are the enemies sometimes not getting poisoned when you shoot them? Well, that's because enemies get resistant to status effects. So, the first shot of a status effect, the first time it would be applied to an enemy, always works, 100%. The next time that they'll get it, I think, is in the realm of like 5 to 10 shots later. I honestly haven't ever counted it out, but it feels like around 5, probably. But it could be as high as 10, and I'm not entirely sure. Yes, we're guppy. Alright, we nailed it. By the way, that clapping noise you just heard was my legs slapping together. I didn't know I could make noises like that. I should be a fucking escort or something. Alright? So yeah, that's why enemies will not always get poisoned when I shoot them. 2. That rerolls all drop pickups in the room, so let's do it. That's pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it. That could be Bob's Brain. Although if I reroll it, it could still be Bob's Brain. So I'm gonna grab it. Kill me. All the time! With the fucking... Curse of the Blind, I fucking hate you. This is such a stupid curse. You're cursed. Well, fuck you. God damn it. I'm actually really upset. It's probably to the left. I do not like Bob's Brain. for a large number of reasons. That's a good pill. Alright, so it wasn't left. Good info. That's weird. I guess it makes sense, though. I'm not too upset. Oh, we got Curse of the Unknown. Might as well just stack on all the fucking bullshit curses. Curse of the Unknown isn't as bullshit, though, I will say. Of all the curses that bother me, Curse of the Unknown's definitely not too high on the list. Although a lot of people seem to think it's pretty bullshit, so I might as well just bring it up. I personally don't really have any problems with it. Like, I understand the unfair aspect to it, you know, and I sympathize with people. I sympathize with people who think it's bullshit, but I don't really personally, you know, get offended about it. Because, I mean, it's so much better than fucking Curse of the Blind. But compared to Curse of the Blind, Curse of the Unknown is fucking, like, I don't even know. It's fucking easy mode, I guess. Because all you gotta do is just not get hit, and then, you know, no problems, right? I'm being facetious, but I do think Curse of the Unknown is not very difficult to deal with. No, really, it's just as simple as that. Don't get hit. Yeah, I fucked up. That's fine. That actually helped us a little bit. Oh my god, yes. Alright. So now we're gonna spend some time re-rolling this. Okay. Can you give me more spacebar items that are fucking shit? I can't wait for Afterbirth, because Edmund recently put up a blog post. Oh, no. He recently put up a blog post that showed off the new Depths alternate track that's going to be coming with Afterbirth. And I think he worded it that way, which could imply a couple things, but I'm pretty sure all it implies is that it's just an alternate track that can occasionally happen with the Depths. Sure, whatever. I'll take Sacrificial Dagger. It's not incredible, but I'm not going to be upset about it. I'd say it's better than pretty much everything we rerolled. Maybe, at that point, maybe I would have preferred butt bombs, but yeah, whatever. This is the first item I had. I got a little greedy, whatever. So, yeah, basically, Edmund previewed it, and I'm like, holy shit, this is what the game needed all along. This is the Depths track we fucking wanted from the beginning. Justice is pretty sweet. So, I'm a huge fan of it. And whoever did it, like, props to them. I don't remember who did it. But whoever they are, they did a real good job. I'm happy about it. Because, like, I mean, this is an okay track. I wouldn't call it bad. But it definitely isn't great. PhD is actually incredible. And obviously I will take the map as well. That's double 48-hour energy pills. Holy shit. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to get hit intentionally. So I kind of just like took my hands off the keyboard for a second and let it happen. Go to head, yes! And I wanted to get hit just so I could have the D6 charge after the boss, because that was the final room, basically. I could have gotten hit in the boss. I probably will get hit in the boss or whatever. Yeah, especially because it's this fucking piece of shit. So I don't actually have a good method of battling this dude. Yup! I fucking hate you. Just die. Okay, Let's see what we got here first. Krampus. God damn it, Bob's brain! I don't even care. You know what? Fuck you. You suck shit. Okay. Take lump of coal. Reroll. 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 Yes. So boss items, you know, that's the one right there. That's the one I always want. Torn photo. Okay, so let's backtrack and get our other 48-hour energy pill, which is not shown on the map. Which I'm not actually sure why. I feel like that should have been shown on the map. Although maybe it just doesn't show the consumables in the shop. That's probably an easier way to program it than be like, don't show on the map the ones that are pedestals. Just, you know, actually just don't show anything on the map in the shop. I think that probably is just the way that they did it. Because that sounds a lot easier. Yeah, it's not like the most accurate or whatever, but it's accurate enough, I'd say. Alright, so what do we got here? Let's pretty much just make a beeline for our item room, followed by shop, and see what we got going on. Item room. No. Probably also no. We'll be back. I hope our shop is, well, honestly, super greed would be pretty nice at this point. I'm just gonna pop it to get it out of the way. Paralysis, that is. Ooh. So this is a pretty interesting occurrence. This room can actually have a very large number of item pedestals. Okay, Hive Mind seems incredible. I do want that. I'll be back at some point. You know what, let's just do this. I'll take a little hunt, that's fine. Oops, you wasted some charge. My name is Farty McStupidPants. That's what I think about you fucking wasting motherfucker. Okay, I've never actually seen that good of luck. 4 for 4. Should I blow up the other two? Just, you know, get 6 for 6? How about let's do it here? Jesus Christ. I think we won. I think that's just winning Isaac right there. I think we actually just won Isaac. Like, you saw what just happened, right? Everybody saw that, right? We went 5 for 6 on Blue Fires, paying out in Spirit Hearts. And we found our secret room, which had gold poop in it. Which we needed money to buy Hive Mind that was in our... You know what? We won. Like I said, we won Isaac. It's over. Pack it in. Alright. Are there enough rooms? I don't believe so. It doesn't look like it. Because yeah, we have 1. So this is where having the habit comes in real handy. Hi, Mia. Hi, Banjo. Jesus, I'm the greatest. Dogs are going ham. Okay. Bow. Ow, 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 ow. So let's roll the bird. Actually, was there another 15-cent item in here? There was. I think, you know what? I think I'd buy that and then just re-roll Dead Bird. That seems reasonable. This could fuck us. I'm gonna take it anyway. Okay, everything went up. We won. So I actually have no fucking clue what the true interactions with experimental treatment and Libra are. But I've picked up experimental treatment, I think twice, ever, when I have Libra. And I think both times it's come out like this. Where I just increase all my stats. I don't think that's getting both. Yeah, I was correct. That's okay. Spend some extra BAMs. Alright. That room was a lot less lucky. I'm not upset about it. Also, to anybody who was about to comment when I said, oh, it looks like experimental treatment gave us all of our stats, please first understand that experimental treatment doesn't actually do all stats up, then shuffled. That's not the effect it causes. You know what? I'll take Juice's Shadow just because I want to take something. And I was out of rerolls, so. That was a very unexciting thing we saw. Is Mom's Knife a special item? I always forget. I feel like it probably is. In that event, in the event that it is a special item, we saw 2 special items and rerolled them both because they're both boring. But yeah, basically, experimental treatment doesn't do anything that you think it does, if you think it does what it says it does. Hopefully that made sense. Because it did make sense, it was just hard to follow. I promise. I want to get out of here. Damn it. Eh. I wanted to fuck around and be like, I've met my match, and just fucking do like Super Saiyan, like, ah, while our fucking beams clashed. But god damn it, flies. Gotta ruin everything. Kame. Hame. Ha. Interesting. A lot more interesting. We are power. Yeah, I guess I'll do more rooms. I'm already taking this one slow. Might as well slow it down even more and min-max more. Golden key is actually pretty nice. Maybe? So, reminder, we have map and compass, which is awesome. Map plus compass equals, you know, whole map perma discovered forever, which is awesome. Very, very, very powerful combination. Was I about to start saying something about Dragon Ball Z and then got sidetracked? That might have just happened. Although I'm not sure if I actually said it or I was just thinking it. I'm gonna roll with the fact that I was probably just thinking it. I tend to do that a good amount of the time. Where I'm like thinking about saying something, and then I don't say it, and then I like, you know, like a little bit later, like a beat later, I'm just like, oh, so like I was saying, and then just fucking go into something that I actually wasn't talking about. I was just thinking about it. It happens, man. Happens to the best of us. No. I actually don't want that. Nah, I don't need to backtrack. Whatever. Fuck it. There's not gonna be a battery. Let's just leave. I know I just said I was gonna take time. I lied. Okay. Let's go down this way first. Fucking blue champions on the womb, dude. They don't look blue. Look, he dropped his spirit heart this time. I don't get it. I don't get what causes fucking blue fistula to drop spirit hearts or not. I have no fucking clue what causes it. It's just like he occasionally just chooses to do it. And this right here is proof that I'm not crazy and I didn't just like imagine it happening or it was like an end of room drop or anything. Like that literally very, very clearly dropped because of him dying. So I don't know what to say. Can't grab the other one. Oh, whatever. I'll backtrack for the spirit heart. That's in the other room later. Yeah! Alright, well. I fucked up because I moved around at the immediate beginning of the room. It's fine, don't worry about it. Probably gonna start saving keys at some point. Let's see what is in here. There are skulls, I might blow those up. Blowing up skulls is pretty good. Good job, flies. I knew I could count on you. Unlike Bob's brain. Would like a money equals power at some point, that'd be nice. Alright, let's blow up these skulls. And if they give me a black heart, then I don't have to backtrack as well. So that's a nice aspect of blowing these skulls up as well. Okay, there's something wrong with this seed. I broke the game, boys. I have no fucking idea what is going on with random spirit heart drops on this seed. Did my luck stat go up like by 8? No, my luck stat's literally the same. I don't even think luck affects that. I'm just confused. What a bizarre situation. I'm retarded. Okay. Reroll. Poor monstro. Okay, Yum Heart is shit. I believe I don't have to tell you that. Maybe. I mean, the item's not shit. It's just way worse than, you know, D6. Which a lot of things are, so it's not shit. It's just not good here. I know I said I was going to stop opening golden chests at some point, but I can't help it. It's a gambling addiction at this point. It's a full-fledged addiction. Get me out of here. I don't like blood rights. Or blood right? Is it blood right or blood rights? With an S. I don't know. I never picked the item up, so how am I supposed to know? And I don't, you know, avoid picking up the item for like dumb reasons. It's just, it's honestly pretty bad unless you have Isaac's heart, in which case it becomes broken. I don't know. I think I had it once before without Isaac's heart, and it was like, it was fine. You know, it wasn't anything to write home about, but it's not like it was bad or anything. Thank God for spirit heart drops in previous rooms. All right, so this will be my last reroll on this pedestal. I want to save it for the chest. So we're gonna reroll this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems perfect. I don't know, unless any of those rooms are empty. But yeah, Rainbow Baby is okay. Rainbow Baby. The item's okay. It's not exciting, but it is passive. It is strictly a damage up. Not an incredible damage up, but you know, it doesn't ever decrease your damage. Just can't do that. It's an addiction. I can't stop. I can't stop. Fuck you, Bob's brain. I seriously hate you so goddamn much. Damn it. No! They weren't fully spawned. Damn it. Alright, so we're gonna have to do... Well, no, it might actually... Okay. So there was one empty. Did I miscount? How did I... Oh, because I got hit. Okay, we're good. That's awesome. I can't stop. I can't stop. Right? I think that's how that song goes. It sounds about right. Bird Rage is good because it gives us a trillion stats. That's about it. Gives us very, very good stats. It's not an item I enjoy seeing. For a couple of reasons. Alright. So I'm just looking for more items that are like sweet Libra. It's my last key, unfortunately. It's a nice key drop. I like it. Oh, Jesus. So I did some thinking. I think I've probably said before that luck ups are like just the greatest thing ever. And while I tend to agree with that sentiment, there is one thing about luck upgrades that I neglected to mention unless I had the specific, you know, non-bow or whatever, which was the fact that if you have Gimpy, your chance of a Spirit Heart dropping, it does scale with luck up to a maximum of 50% chance per hit, which makes sense. You know, you don't want it to be 100%. 100%. If you ever got to 100%, it would be pretty fucking bonkers, right? Because then you just literally couldn't die, which would be unexciting. But turns out, if you get to, I have said this before, but not all the time, and it is an interesting fact. Yeah, sure. Here's some shots. Is actually pretty good. It is very funny to me because if you get to the point past, like basically, I think it's 22 luck gets you 50%. 50% chance of a Spirit Heart dropping when you get hit. If you get to 23 luck, you cannot get Spirit Heart drops. They literally cease to exist. It goes from 50% to 0 in one single luck point. Oh no, my stats are too high! Oh, that's boring. Well, that's upsetting, actually. So this is what happens when your speed is already at 2. Well, that is nice for this room. That's boring. Oh well. That was an enjoyable run. It was just a nice, relaxing stroll through the run. I'm happy about it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Of course, if you did, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already to see more Isaac in the future. And probably some Dota and stuff at some point. When it comes to Dota videos, I'm kind of waiting for the next patch to come out, or at least the patch notes, and then I'll make an analysis of the patch notes, giving my thoughts on them. But until that happens, I'm not really too into the Dota content right now, mostly because the current patch in Dota is very, very stale and unfun, in my opinion, but that's okay. I'm gonna just wait for the patch notes, which could be, you know, a year from now, if Ice Frog decides to wait that long, but it's probably soon, so look forward to that if you're into Dota. If you're not, of course, then you can ignore it. There's no problem with that. Also, I'm nearing 7,000 subscribers, which is awesome, because I started Isaac content at low 6K, and that was a couple months ago, and then a large number of people left while a good number of people were coming in. So the fact that I'm actually starting to make, you know, get numbers of subscribers is very, very cool. Thank you guys so much for subbing, if you have, of course. And if you haven't subbed, fucking why not? Come on. Hit the sub button. Asshole. Nah. If you don't want it, that's cool. If you don't want me flooding your inbox or your sub box with content, that's cool. I don't really care. But I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed. Maybe we can get to 10,000 someday. I don't know. We'll see. But once again, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.